welcome back to a new episode of Born of Dragons. If you enjoy the series, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that little bell to be notified when I post again. Alright, so last time we all left off with you all making your way through the wilderness of Echo, continuing traveling on the roads, having encounters with a crystalline butterfly, and leaving behind the shopkeeper's tent after unfortunately leaving probably sooner than you thought you were going to. You bedded down for another night on the road, and during the night you were accosted by nightmarish dreams and by a clan of goblins. You slew them hastily and easily, and like the good adventurers you are, stole all of their shit.
I didn't steal anything. I went back to bed.
And that is where we pick up. When morning comes, you've all packed up your gear, saddled the horses, Sparklebutt, and old Betsy, and have making your way, continuing your journey. So, since that is where we are beginning, go ahead and give me survival checks to navigate the roads of danger, if there is any to be seen.
Natural 20.
The Dunderheads, hello! Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Hello! How are you all doing? We are playing some DnD.
I do
We
believe I'm
just
getting
started.
a handle on this road business.
Alright, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Wow, 221, look at that. Alright, so, as you travel, Emery and Arcane, you two keep a very good eye out on the roads and the nearby tree line, looking for any other possible goblin forces that may be traveling in this area. As you travel, for the first few hours of the morning, it's relatively peaceful. The sounds of the drip drip birds are ever present.
Jib jib birds.
Forever staring at you with their strange, soul-piercing eyes. As you continue to travel, Emery and Arcane, since you two are the ones kind of leading this travel, give me perception checks.
Okay.
Perception. Down.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel. Alright.
I can't see shit.
Oh god, that reminds me of a fucking thing and I can't remember what it is. I ain't see shit! I can't remember what that's from. God, what is that from? I think it's from Spaceballs. Oh no, it's we ain't find shit. It's because it's when they're combing the desert. God damn it.
Yep.
I've never actually seen that movie. I've just seen like bits of it, and it's always like that shit. That's anyway. All right. So as you're traveling, Emery, uh, you're keeping a very close eye out. The previous night's uh, nightmarish happenings, kind of setting you a little bit on edge. So you're a little bit more uh, uh, have your senses a little more keen in this day. Um, you notice uh, as you are all traveling that small blips of almost sparkling dust have gathered up around you and everyone else. Um, almost, almost imperceivable at first, but at sudden views with the sun glistening on it, you see like these little, uh, basically these little glittery sparkles in the sky, just surrounding all of you. Um, I need all of you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Shit.
I like how you said shit. You have a +9 to your save.
Listen, there's always the chance I roll a natural one. It's
Shit,
always in the back
shit,
of my brain.
shit. That's
It's
another
gonna happen
reference.
the one time he doesn't say shit, okay?
The one time he gets a little too cocky.
One time I go, I've got this. Shit.
Shit. Ah, shit. All right. As you all kind of continue on, Emery, you noticing these little glittering sparkles in the sky, kind of surrounding each of you. Um, you kind of feel your senses kind of be uh, distorted and manipulated. The air kind of gets just a little wavy. Your vision gets foggy, but then you kind of manage to fight off this. What almost feels like a sleeping sensation, kind of taking hold of you. Um, Lyra, you begin to feel this as well. Um, but after, unlike everyone else who's able to like fight off the sensation uh, takes hold in you, and you feel yourself kind of nodding asleep. Your eyes close, and you begin to blink. And with every blink, uh, the sensation of sleep kind of takes you. And with every blink you make, you see what starts off to look like a dark shadow in the distance. And with each blink you take, it gets more pronounced and defined. And you begin to see this cloaked figure off in the distance, just staring at you, almost not moving, but yet keeping pace with where you all are still traveling. Are you muted, Joe?
Mm-hmm. Wait, sorry, what?
Uh, the sensation of sleep has taken hold of you, and each time you blink, you see this what started off as like a shadowy blob off in the distance gradually take shape into this cloaked figure. Um, that neither seems to be moving or being left behind as you all continue to travel. It seems to be keeping up with you without even moving.
Laura blinks a couple times more, shakes her head, tries to get rid of it.
You blink some more. Give me another charisma save. 18. You blink some more. You try to like shake this sleep, this feeling of exhaustion from you. Um, and as you do, the figure off in the distance waves to you and puts their hand to where you keep uh, your gem necklace.
Right.
And then waves again. You blink again, and the image is gone, and you feel this sleep exhaustion kind of leave your body.
Um, if you'd see Laura's face right now, she'd look kind of confused, distressed. Thinks to herself like, no, this can't be, and like just, a little bit off. Seems a little bit off, but tries to not think too much of it. Maybe it's just, some fairy dust fucking around. Shepard,
Yes.
did the crystal glow?
Uh, make a perception check to see if you noticed if it glowed or not.
Perception.
Between the blinks of that you were making throughout this almost feeling of exhaustion taking a hold of you, uh, you seem to have noticed what seemed like a faint glow coming from your chest as you were looking off at this individual, uh, as you were nodding off to sleep.
Alright. Does it still glow?
You look down. It does not appear to be glowing. Its normal state isn't glowing, is it?
No, no.
Okay, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no. It's not. I think what I wrote. I don't know. Say it's not. It's not glowing. It's not glowing.
Not glowing.
Not glowing.
Not glowing.
Alright. She looks down and sees that it's not glowing anymore, and thought then, it was. She'd look even more distressed and be like, "Oh shit. This might not be all too great." But gotta keep riding. Gotta keep going on that horse. So we'll do so.
Since Emery can't see your face, what is your body language? Could she tell that you're like a little bit agitated?
Fucking shaking.
She'll like, wait, okay, are you in front or am I in front?
I'm in front, I think.
Okay, she'll put her hand on your shoulder. Like, are you alright, Alora?
Did you see that?
See what?
Remember what I told you about, my tragic backstory?
Some of it.
Right, remember the guy? Like, the moss guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I just saw... I thought I just see... Saw... I thought I just saw him, yeah?
Are you
English is hard.
tired?
I felt like I was.
Maybe you're just a little bit tired and imagining things? I didn't see anything. Then again, it's not, my backstory.
I'm pretty sure the crystal was glowing, is all I'm saying, alright? And usually that means something's about to get fucky. But honestly, it might just be the fairies, yeah?
It might be, but you should be cautious just in case.
Alright. Well, let's just keep going. If shit gets fucked, shit gets fucked, right? Usually goes like that.
It's not a good thing if shit gets fucked.
Gotta say, it
How
never
long
really...
was this conversation?
like normal, I would assume, like
Yeah, it's
normal
normal.
volume.
Oh god, how much distance would there be between these two horses?
I hope a lot.
I mean, I'm sure. Okay, are we keeping the rope tied just in case? Because then it would have to be like a minimum, like a maximum of 50, right?
I think all of you
I
have rope to some kind of extent, so honestly,
Yeah,
the
but I
maximum
don't
would be
think
like
we.
more like 200 feet. But
Okay, but are we really gonna use multiple ropes?
I don't put anything past players anymore. I really don't.
We want 500 feet of rope so that we can just pull a freaking AT-AT maneuver.
Oh, sometimes you just need a little extra length just to make sure that you can cut the rope if you really need to.
Well, I'm assuming Laura and Emery are in front, so it depends on how far away you guys want to follow.
I'm technically, like, as the general setup, I'm usually technically sitting behind Regina, so Regina's in control of the horse right now. So how far back are we, Regina?
I'd say 10, 20 feet, maybe.
Alright, I'm just gonna go with the assumption that I do not hear this.
Alright.
I would also say that while you two are having this conversation, you also could potentially like go up a little bit to try and make sure that they don't hear you if you didn't want them to hear you, even with the rope tied to you.
Controlling the horse.
Yeah.
I don't think I or Laura would do so. I think she'd care. Like, shit gets fucky, right? Never really stopped us, did it?
No, it didn't, I guess.
Yeah, right, so let's just continue on. Let's find this fucking dragon. And I cut his head off, or whatever. And go home, yeah?
Well, we don't really need his head, but yeah.
Right. Right.
Just let me know if you see him again, alright?
Mm-hmm. Let's hope not. Or let's hope so, actually. I'm not sure I want.
I mean, do you want to meet him again?
I don't know. I'm not sure what he wants. Or why he wants.
I mean, if you meet him again, you could get some answers, I guess.
Or he kills me, I don't know.
No, I'd rather have him not to kill you. Just like, don't meet him alone.
You know what? I'd rather he not kill me either.
Just make sure you're with somebody when you meet him. Just to be on the safe side.
I don't know if I will get any of you close to him. I mean, we'll see. Yeah? We'll see.
Alright.
And the Avenger.
What'd you say?
The world may never know.
And so they venture forth.
And so they do.
That's what I said.
I see.
Alright, you continue to move forward. You all notice that after this initial little sleep bout, that this glittering dust has just seemed to vanish. Emery, you would have noticed that it was kind of lingering around Lara, more so than the rest of you. And then you would have had this conversation.
Keep that in mind if we see any more glitter.
Oh no, she's looking for glitter!
Fuck glitter, it gets everywhere. It's like sand.
but it's
You know,
nowhere
it
near
is
as
like
coarse
cement.
and dry.
Oh, it's pretty dry. It would taste like glitter.
Have I ever tasted glitter?
Dry fuck.
You smell like the purple. Glitter.
What?
This glitter tastes like rainbows.
You guys okay?
No, no, I'm
It's
not.
like-
I get
I
too
can
tired.
smell orange.
I get too tired.
Dude, I do have to mention, like, I can honestly barely understand anything you're saying. Are you on your phone? No, I asked last time, but I didn't. Again, I didn't understand what you said.
Are you on like talking
your
to a
phone?
refrigerator or some shit?
Okay.
Talking through my smart refrigerator.
Right,
If
you're
only,
basically
if only I
Ah.
could run DnD through a small refrigerator.
I feel
Give it
you
like
could.
5 years.
I feel like you could.
I would never have to leave to get a drink ever again. Or food. It'd
I
be all
mean-
right there.
You can
Just
put
sitting
the
in front of your
refrigerator
fridge,
next-
talking to people across the internet.
Yeah, occasionally you just hear like,
How cool
Hear me
would that be?
now.
I can hear you. I can hear you better now. Yeah.
Better now.
Yeah.
Better
I'll
now.
move to some headphones.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you continue on. The little wafts of glitter that surrounded you earlier now dissipated. And you notice that after this, like, what seemed like brief encounter, you look up to the sky to kind of like gauge where you may be, and you notice that the sun, where it originally was, seems to have shifted significantly in the sky.
Like we
Uh-huh.
lost track of time, or like the sun is in a different place now than it should be.
You thought you fell asleep, and instead you just moved the planet. Make a survival check or insight, I guess. Maybe
All of
insight
us?
could work for this. Yeah. If you would like to try and figure out what may have just happened.
Insights check. Here we go.
Have you got everything?
Sauce.
Oh, you did 11. Okay, I was like, I was waiting for Emery, and you already did it. I was like, what's that? Okay. Alright, so for every, it's not that difficult to tell time by the sun for you guys because that's kind of the main way you do it. So you kind of estimate that that this little bout with sleep or exhaustion just what only felt like a few minutes at most, or even a few seconds, seems to have lasted for 2 to 3 hours.
Alkane's gonna check his backpack, make sure everything's there.
You check your backpack, everything is there.
Curious.
Um.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
There's something wrong, okay?
We appear to have lost a couple hours of daylight.
I noticed, but you're checking your bag.
Well, usually, when you lose track of time, it's because somebody has decided that they want to take that time from you. Just making sure nothing had been stolen during our little time loss.
I see.
isn't this the point you're gonna say, oh well, it's Echo anyway? We might, shit happens.
Well, if you're just going to come out and say it, I might as well not.
Right. At this point, who cares? Let's just continue, shall we?
Who cares? Definitely a lot of philosophers in Echo that have been trying to figure these things out since time immemorial.
And we're definitely not them.
We could be.
Right.
Okay.
As Laura just keeps the horse going.
For example, is the Feywild an actual place, or is it an idea? An idea that takes physical form based on our perceptions of its manifestation.
I don't think I'm intelligent enough to understand anything you just said.
Does it
Both
exist
physically
without
and
us, or does it
physically.
only begin to exist once we enter?
I mean, couldn't that be true for anything?
This is very true. Who knows? Perhaps the last town that's just over the ridge is just now gone because we no longer directly observe it.
So glad to know that you don't have object permanence.
Is anything ever truly permanent in this world, when it can be swept away by forces far beyond our imagining, in an instant, at any moment? At the true end of the day, the only thing that can be true is what we remember, and even that, sometimes, is spotty at best.
You know what I think? I think
I'm
we should keep
intrigued.
going instead of philosophizing. Dude, it's so late I can't do English anymore.
Well, we could technically do both. We are still moving.
Okay, you know what? I've got a game, yeah?
Your games seem somewhat one-sided.
Oh, it's definitely one-sided. Alright, let's try to, see who can be quiet the longest. Yeah?
No.
Alright.
Like, Lord, if you don't want to listen to it, you can just like go a little bit faster and get it away.
We're bound with a rope.
I mean, like, it would still help.
I guess you're right. Go Gallop.
You should learn to relax, Laura. You're so tense all the time.
It's galloping.
The 10 sound effects, I like it.
Holy shit, you got coconuts.
I totally do not actually have coconuts.
Coco, these not.
Ha! Got him.
Fucking
She knows
got
I
'em,
can
dude.
teleport and you can fly.
Yeah, I think she's just mainly trying to get away from you.
Seems to be the general rule of thumb, yes. She doesn't seem to necessarily want to be happy, does she?
I guess not.
Oh, you know what? I have an idea for a prank. Are you with me?
I might be, depending on what the prank is.
Listen, just pretend that I fell off the horse and you left me behind, and I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Alright,
Okay.
You cast invisibility on yourself. You go a nice, transparent.
And I just stay silent.
and Regina's just gotta press on with the horse.
Alright, you stay silent. You two just continue on. One of you just poof out of existence.
Alright, we just gallop forward. Like we were doing.
Do you draw attention to the fact that one of you is just gone?
Actually,
It's kind of hard to sell the joke when other people don't realize that there's a joke going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Can I say, yeah?
one of you just goes poof, and then other two people don't even notice that something's going on because they're in front of you, and it's like,
well, I guess we lost our Kane.
Oh,
Sorry,
did he
what
go
did you
somewhere?
say?
I think he fell off the horse.
Oh fuck, finally. Alright. Keep going then.
And you didn't realize that he fell off the horse?
I did just now when I realized how quiet it has gotten.
That's bad. Probably go get him.
What? He can find his way.
What's faster than him right now? And
Oh, we
we-
definitely are. He will catch up.
I mean, it might
Um,
take him a while to catch up.
Look, I'm not stopping
Um,
this horse, is all I'm saying.
I'm going to use telepathic speech. I'm using my telepathic speech to talk with Emery.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
would
gonna
you
say-
like?
I'm going to say, calm down. He's not really off the horse. He's behind me and he's invisible. But this is the best way that we can keep him shut.
Ah,
So, yeah, he's talking to Laura and Emery, so, like, not to Alkane, so I can hear this in his head. It's like, he's on the horse, he's invisible, just play along.
All right.
keep on galloping, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll catch up.
I still think Conflicted might take him a while, but all right.
Meanwhile, behind Regina, just very, very restrained, just giggles.
Alright. I'm really trying on it. Wait, let me amplify this galloping.
We're in a cave.
Maybe that's maybe. I don't know. It's
that's
not.
too much-
It
that's too
isn't
much
even
of
a
a gallop.
trot.
Maybe. Maybe.
a little further.
Maybe this works better for Kate.
Now I feel like I'm listening to ASMR.
Now you're in the wet cave.
I'm getting
Moist.
very concerned that you don't know what a gallop is.
I have no idea what the fucking gallop is, but I
A
think it's
gallop
fast
is a
riding.
full-on sprint.
Oh,
Is it?
okay.
Yes.
Hold up, I can do that.
Trotting.
I can do that.
Oh God, I hate it.
This is
I hate it.
torture.
I hate it. It's absolute. I hate it. I hate it so much.
I try my best. Alright.
Just
I'm
just
sorry,
the
it was telling
sounds
me to
of
poopy.
just the sounds of horses galloping through a wet cave.
I hate wet noises are gross.
Is that a euphemism for something?
Probably, but
Well,
out of context, yes. It's like the
I don't know.
galloping through fucking Jello. Jello cave.
I was gonna say something really stupid. Alright, I don't know. We're galloping,
You need to write some of this
Riding
stuff
fast.
down. Jello cave.
going for a sprint
Wet cave.
through a wet cave.
When did we do a cave?
Since just
now.
Yeah, didn't you
Like,
hear the galloping?
you couldn't know because you're not here, of course. You're
Yeah, yeah,
guided
yeah,
somewhere afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, you fell off somewhere, so you didn't make it to the cave.
Yeah.
Everyone else made it. Just kind of happened.
Sometimes you just gotta go through a cave.
Yeah,
What can
know,
you
so
do? What can you do?
Sometimes the road just goes through a cave. Can you do
Hmm.
that? Shit, where were we? Whenever you went invisible, some shit happened. Sleepy happened. Time lost.
Okay, so, assuming that we travel for more than an hour,
Yes.
the duration of invisibility is only an hour, so just
Yes.
before it's gonna wear off, Alkane is going to use shape change and shrink his size category to small.
Okay.
And just huddle up behind Regina to continue hiding.
Alright, make a stealth check.
Stealth check. Where's stealth? There you are. 12. I'm
Bound to
awful
happen.
at this.
It's bound to happen. I'm off of this. It says we'll +7. Alright, so Regina, you suddenly feel, because you can still feel Alkane, and then you suddenly feel a smaller Alkane. Still invisible until after an hour, and then the invisibility was poof. You turn around, and there's just this chibi version of an Alkane sitting behind you.
Just with one finger up to his lips and just shh.
She turns and looks at him, and she just sees like the most adorable little thing that she's ever seen.
They're still watching. Don't look. Don't look. Look forward.
She's gonna turn back on and just keep on.
Alright, you turn back around. You just keep on going like nothing happened. Fuck it. Roll me a performance check
Performance?
for Regina to maintain
Oh,
composure.
okay.
You don't need a perform. You're invisible.
Okay.
Quotations. Master of stealth. No one can see you. Why do you need to perform? Oh, okay.
Natural 20.
You you pull yourself together and you just maintain the most stoic face that you have ever made in your life. There is nothing wrong here. Nothing has changed. Alkane. What Alkane? Alkane never existed. Alkane was never fucking here. Alkane is gone. There's no one behind
What
you.
a life would that have been? JK, JK.
In fact, I did not beat Emery's passive perception. I
I
know
don't
for a
think you beat
fact I didn't.
anyone's passive perception.
No.
But Regina's performance is selling the fact that you are not fucking here. No one even pays attention to you, even if they could, because they're just drawn to Regina,
Yes.
who is just pulling all attention to her away from you.
We're gonna seduce a dragon.
And you
If I remember correctly, dragons can turn into human-like form.
potentially.
It depends on the world.
Um, and you continue to travel like this for
Yes.
the majority of the day. As you continue on, make me perception checks.
Oh no. It's the first time I can't see anything.
Oh no, bro.
Meanwhile, on the other end of the spectrum,
Another natural 20.
Meanwhile, somebody else just got another natural 20.
Bro, dude, that's like a natural 40, dude.
Bruh.
Bro.
Sick, nasty, dude.
Dude, that's so sick and nasty, dude. Like, that's like a 40.
Shaw.
Bro. I've never seen that shit in my entire life.
Alkane's too busy trying to hide behind Regina by cuddling as close as he can to her to notice shit.
So you all continue to travel. Most of you just too enamored by Regina's performance of just of Alkane just never have been here. Just what Alkane, like you all just so enamored by how well, because you all know that Alkane does exist. Alkane, you're almost forgetting that you do exist because this performance is just so good.
Wait, shit, I am here! What?
But as you travel, Regina, you notice that as you're all following the road, that a large tree is sprouting up in the middle of the road, and the road kind of goes around it. And there's this large tree filled with vibrant fruit of different kind of shapes and colors. And as you get closer, you notice that this round, almost oblong, like pear-like shaped fruit is multicolored and almost shifts in color.
Hmm. What a lovely fruit tree. She's going to reach up with the quarterstaff and touch one of the fruits.
Touch one of the fruits. As your staff touches it, the coloration kind of shifts. You kind of poke it, and the fruit, being out of what seems like a very nice ripeness, just plops off of the tree and falls to the ground. And as it hits, the kind of force of the fall kind of shims up like this reverberation of color throughout the fruit.
Hmm. She's gonna get off the horse and pick up the fruit.
You get off, you pick it up, and you kind of notice that where your hands are touching it, the color of the fruit is a slightly different shade, a darker shade wherever your hand is touching it.
This is absolutely marvelous. I think I'll take this. She's going to take the fruit.
Take the fruit.
Thank you, tree.
There's no response. It is a tree.
Listen, after the last
And,
year, we're
she's
not
gonna-
taking...
And then she's gonna get back up and cover up the chibi.
Does anyone else take any fruit or do anything else with the tree? Because the tree is kind of obvious now that you're at it.
I'm a little too small at the moment.
When you look
Okay,
around, you do see that there are like some fruit on the ground. Some, in various states of like being broken down by nature, but there are some fruit on the ground. Most of it is up in the tree. Law, you said you took some fruit. Is that what you said?
Take a couple.
You kind of reach up, knock off a few pieces. You take a couple. Wouldn't. These things happen. I'm drastic. The fruit just shifts in color with each, with pressure that's being put on it.
The mental conundrum.
Eat some.
Alkane would probably hop off and grab a couple of the fruits.
Make a stealth check.
Stealthy! Gotta try it stealthy! Don't fail me now, feet! You failed me now, feet!
Okay, everyone sees you, but everyone pretends not to see you. So you rush over, you grab some of the, do you grab some of the fruit off the ground, or you try to get some off of limbs?
Is there any distinct difference between the ones on the ground and the ones in the tree?
The ones on the ground are like in various stages of being eaten by the insects and just, fermentation. You could make a perception check to try and see if there's any like fresh fruit on the ground.
I'll quickly shape change to my normal height and try and grab one off the tree.
You shift back to your normal size. You pluck one from the tree. The tree is loaded. Like the limbs all being like lifted down by the amount of fruit that's on it. So you just change back to your normal size and you grab a fruit. Also, you probably could just jumped and grabbed one, but this is probably a little bit more stealthy.
Yeah, I will snag 2 of them.
Yoink two.
Run back over the horse and shape change back into the chibi version.
You are now a small dragon with two fruit.
I'll put 1 fruit in the backpack, and I'll bring the other one up to my nose and give it a couple curious sniffs.
Alright, you smell it. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Roll for sniff. 21. Alright, you smell it. The outside of the fruit doesn't have a strong smell to it. More of what you smell is kind of the fruit that's on the ground kind of fermenting, or if that's already been cracked open. As you kind of sniff the air and the fruit itself, you smell what almost smells like a plethora of different kinds of fruit. You kind of, what smells like orange, a little bit smells like pear, you kind of smell some lime and lemon. You smell apple almost. It's like a conglomeration of different fruity smells all kind of coming together into one scent. That also smells a little bit fermented, but that's on the ground.
Kane's gonna hum softly and quietly mutter an incantation and cast Enhance Ability Bear's Endurance on himself. And Dan, I'm going to take a bite out of the fruit in my hands.
All right, you take a bite out of the fruit. It's delicious. It tastes like it tastes like almost every fruit that you smelled. Only this one is not fermented, and it tastes amazing. As you chew it, you swallow, and a few seconds later, you feel what feels like an immense amount of pain in your face and gut, like someone just punched you in the stomach and in the face.
Oh,
It's a fruit
you are
punch.
not poisoned.
No, it's a fruit punch.
Oh.
There's just this moment of just like behind Virginia, just here.
Oh!
I get it.
Chicken turns around.
It's fruit with a kick.
I get it. I get it. Fruit punch. Who knew?
Does he physically look like he got punched in the face?
He doesn't physically look like it, but it does feel like it. Like he doesn't have a black eye. He's not missing a tooth or anything.
Mm.
Fruit punch. Very angry fruit. Tastes good though. Just be wary.
Hey Emma, you want some fruit?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Up the remainder of that fruit and put it in my backpack. And now thoughts are running through my head. Awkward pause.
You continue. my audio stopped for a minute. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because the video was still going. All right. So you gather up some fruit. You feel like you just got punched in the gut. And you continue on.
One time.
Also, to avoid past incidents, Jetto, you are muted if you don't know you're muted.
Right. I did not indeed. I know indeed that. Okay, yes.
Awesome. Did we miss anything that you may have said?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, so you grab you now have some fruit, punch fruit, and
Yes.
you continue on your way. You travel for about the rest of the day. Actually, need to pull up something real quick. Because, long and behold, this is the one day that I didn't pull this up. Alright, so you travel for a good majority of the rest of the day. Let's see here. And as you travel, you begin to see what look like, off in the distance, you begin to see what look like heads of dragons erupting out of the ground.
Mm.
Well, that's mildly concerning.
Yes. Indeed.
Slowing the cat up.
But hey, you want a if you wanted a dragon's head, here you go.
Look. It's a live one, you know? Isn't gonna stab this dragon anyway? Might as well take his head, alright?
With her and stabbing everything.
I think
not
that to take
stabbing
its head is. You can go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
No, I won't say anything. I refuse.
No?
I refuse your refusal. You both must say something.
Oh, the DM
You
has
said go
spoken.
ahead, and I will go ahead.
Finish at this point. That's a lot of knife play she talks about.
As you continue on now, going from a gallop to a trot, um, you get closer and you realize that these dragon heads that you saw from off from a distance, um, are actually stone from the ground, exposed boulders that have been shaped into uh, into a visage of a dragon, um, and they all look fairly similar to one another, but with slight differences. Uh, they seem to have different expressions.
Well, this is also less concerning, but more concerning in different ways.
Yeah, someone really took the time to carve these.
Do you think it's a matter of, I don't know, narcissism?
If it's to assume that the dragon was the one that carved them.
Okay,
Whoa.
so here's the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Regina and I both having dragonborn heritage, is there any way for us to tell whether or not these dragon heads are shaped as more feminine or masculine as far as the dragon is concerned?
Um,
Mm-hmm.
make me make me an investigation check.
Investigation, please don't fail me now. 18.
You kind of examine the stone carvings. And you kind of notice like little differences here and there. Regina does not at all.
Nope.
Regina starts looking at a regular pebble and thinks, "Oh, look, that's a dragon." Um,
I'm just admiring the craftsmanship.
this is an amazing pebble. Um, but okay, you look at several of these carvings. You noticed a few things. First thing is that these carvings don't appear to be made from working the stone. It does not appear that these busts were made from carving away pieces of the stone. Uh, it looks more like the stone itself was molded into shape. Um, like less like carving a stone and more like making a bust out of clay. Um, but it is, without a doubt, stone. Like this is a natural stone. It is not clay in any means, and it's not heated clay either. Um, so that's one of the things you noticed. You also notice, you pick out some of the details about the bust itself. Um, sort of the uh, shape of the snout and the muzzle, the way the kind of crest is made, or shaped. Um, you feel pretty confident that this is a depiction of a male dragon.
Taps chin.
Uh-huh.
Well, I have some thoughts on this.
Okay.
Just gesturing at the statues. Just well, first of all, this is not the work of natural stoneworkers. This almost appears to be, I would dare say, magical in nature.
Uh-huh.
So somebody with a decent amount of magical knowledge who can shape stone itself. On top of that, this is the bust of a male dragon, so either A, our dragon is male and fully narcissistic, or B, our dragon may be female and is very, very lonely, or C, somebody has an unnatural fetish for dragons.
Hmm.
It's a very majestic creature, though. Look at him. Look at that rugged snout.
Sounds like you're the one with the fetish.
Ah! Falls off the horse.
Oh, you've been spotted.
Oh, look, and when Alkane was here. Wow. Where did he come from?
She became.
She became, yes.
He's also
Yes.
tiny.
He used to be.
The ground is a lot further away than I'm normally used to. Ow.
And you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Lay it on me.
No, you did not fall 10 feet.
Damn it, and I thought I'd been so clever and quiet the entire time.
That was out of character, so you can stay on the horse.
Oh, I didn't know that was out of
No,
character.
no, you said something. It's in character now. I got you to say something. It's in character now.
Emery would never say that though.
Would she though?
She would think she would think it, but she would never say it.
Alright, rewind a bit then, because I thought that was in character.
No. We can fix this. We can fix this. Fucking names, dude. I always forget this. Emery, Alkane, you see Emery give you a look, and that gives you a little stone. She doesn't say anything, but you read her eyes of what she's thinking, and you fall off your horse. There, she didn't say anything.
Okay.
Nothing was said. You still fall off your horse. Everything's good. Storytelling.
Scanning what we can see from around where we are at, is there any sort of homestead around these?
Make a perception check to see if you can find like any.
15.
Well, hold on. I guess I should ask. I'll let you finish your question. Do you mean homestead like a human-made or humanoid-made house, or do you mean like the home of a dragon?
Does it look like anyone or anything lives around that may be responsible for these?
Okay.
So it could be a hobbit hole, a house, etc., etc.
You find a little hole with a rabbit who's giving you a dirty look.
This fucking rabbit.
With a 15, you look around. You don't find any dwellings that would probably belong to an intelligent or autistic creature.
Are there any signs of like landing tracks? Like something's been landing and taking off in the area?
You do not.
Like a nice
With a
fancy
15,
dragon.
with a 15, you do not see any landing strips. You do not see any
Yeah.
areas. There are areas that would probably be big enough for that to happen, but you don't see any areas that look like they were specifically cleared out to allow a large creature of perhaps say the size of a dragon to land and kind of go about their way. You don't see any areas that look like they have like large claw marks or anything like that from where a dragon would land and dig its claws into the ground or land with a heavy thud or anything like that. But you do see many areas around where it could be possible that a dragon would just, or any large flying creature could kind of come in and possibly land.
Fair enough. Gonna climb back on the horse now that I've hit the ground. But I want to take a moment as we're riding past him to just kind of like memorize as many details as I can about like the facial structure of this dragon. And then I want to try and use shape change to change into a dragonborn equivalent with very similar facial features.
What exactly is your plan?
I don't know, maybe she has a type.
Maybe their type is themselves.
What if she is actually a he?
Well, then this gets more complicated. I mean,
No,
I
it
could
doesn't.
could always try this and shape change into a female version.
I did say male, by the way, if you didn't pick that up. I did say male.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think this looks better? I feel like
Yes.
I feel like you're biased here, though.
How so?
Well, I don't know. You seem to be more attracted to the cute rather than the handsome and rugged. So,
Hmm. Well, you look like a plushie.
Are you still chibi version?
yes, still chibi version.
Hmm.
Because as far as I know, my cover is still not blown towards Laura.
Yeah, as far as you know.
I don't know. It may be full narcissism. I don't know. Got to keep your options open, you know. Open.
Just your legs.
That one's a bit of a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch, but I'm sure they can reach for it.
Alright, investigation to try to see if there's any caves. Anything where a dragon melee.
Make a perception check to look for any kind of cave systems.
We are supposed to be still looking for the dragon. That's a 13.
Alright.
Not great, but not bad.
Alright, with 13, you look around. You all still on the road. And you're still in the forest. You do notice that about a mile out from here, not a mile, about 6 miles out from here, that there are all a grouping of large hills that kind of scatter along the countryside, covered with various trees and plant life.
She is going to point over towards those hills and say, that might be a place where the dragon may be. Like, been going for long enough to... No, I guess not, actually. Wouldn't we? To be actually where we're supposed to be.
Pretty sure we have a few more days of travel, right?
I've kind of lost track of time.
Literally.
Not gonna lie.
I think you had another day of travel. And
Well,
it's
at least-
currently getting late into the evening, almost nighttime currently.
We may find some shelter over those hills over there. If we hurry to get there, we may be able to make it in time. I'm just talking out my ass right now. I don't know if we can make it there before.
Shep, quick technical thing. Will you boot me from the server?
Yeah.
deepest apologies. What did I miss?
Trying to see
Yeah.
if we should just rest now, or should we try to make the 6 miles up to the hills?
How much daylight do we have?
Yeah, how much?
You kind of gauge how much daylight you probably have. You think you may have like an hour or so?
How fast do horses travel?
Excellent question. I really
What?
don't know.
Uh,
Not off the top of my head. It's currently twilight hour right now.
they can travel 55 miles an hour. So I
Okay.
think we can make it.
All right.
May have severely underestimated how long this trip may have took.
Most of them cannot run faster than 20 to 30 miles an hour, it says, but I still think we can make it.
All right. Let's try to see if we can make it.
All right. You continue on. Well, I guess that also answers. Well, I was gonna say answer the question. Are you going at a full gallop or not? But 55, even if half, would be more than 6. So, um, you can you continue on, going towards this large span of hills. As you continue deeper into this terrain, you see more and more of these stone dragon heads kind of just scattered about the landscape. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually, after you get maybe a mile or so away from these hills, you begin to hear just sounds off in the distance that sound vaguely like laughing, like vague laughing and giggling.
Up. I think we reached the Laughing Woods. So let's up here.
Now these are some hills I could get used to.
As Alkane says that, I need all of you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, everybody. I need everybody. I said Constitution. I meant Charisma.
Charisma.
I meant
Charisma.
Charisma. Did not make Con. I meant Charisma.
There it is.
So, I mean, originally, okay, there we go. Yeah, I meant Charisma.
Another
Jesus
nat
fucking
20.
Christ.
That's 2 nat 20 saves on charisma. Holy shit.
So, Shade, how does this make you feel?
This is my life. This is how it happens.
And when the 2 other people whose main stat, well, I don't use Charisma based, but yeah. Is Jet here?
Don't know. Jeddah?
Cheeto.
You know.
Did you-
Sorry, what?
Did you fall asleep?
No.
Charisma save.
No.
Oh, and we also got nat 20. Nice.
You have 2 options here. You can either roll nat 1 or nat 20. Yeah, 10. Alright, cutting
Middle
in
of
the
the
middle.
road.
I'll say how it is. Alright, so as Alkane says this like little average joke, Regina and Emery, you two can't help but just give out a slight laugh. But Laura and Alkane, it just sounds like the funniest joke you two have ever heard in your life. And you just can't help but laugh to the point where you were just knocked over on the side of the horse, giggling and laughing.
Audible laughter.
We both basically just fell victim to Tasha's hideous laughter.
Uh-huh.
I can't just imagine that's how Laura actually laughs.
Why is that so funny? Oh my god! Look at Laura's face when she laughs! I you could do that!
Raised eyebrows while audibly laughing.
This be considered a condition? Can I please cast Lesser Restoration at least on Laura?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh, thank God.
There you go. You're not laughing.
You cast Lesser Restoration on Laura, the magic takes hold and the laughing ceases. From Laura.
Dude, glue!
Shake
Things
his
that
hand.
go boom!
The fuck was that?
Uh.
Mental note, be very careful what you say at this place. Chibi Kane just on the ground. Or it's not even Chibi Kane anymore, it's like Chibi Copper just rolling on the ground right now.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, she's gonna look at Emery's like, should we be concerned about this?
Probably.
Forever!
Laura, can you just stop the horse for a bit so I can help him?
What? No?
Do you not want him to stop laughing?
You know, I moved past this point. It's just... It's not even there in my mind.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I think I might have something. I have calm emotions. I don't know if that will do anything.
You know, I don't even think he's enchanted at all. I think it's him doing this.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I can't stop!
Alright, I'm using calm emotions.
Alright, go ahead and cast Calm Emotions.
I'll cast it at 2nd level.
Oh shit, each humanoid. Okay, damn. Cool, same thing, choose to fail, saving throw. Alright, so, do you choose to fail? You can absolutely
Yes.
choose. Okay, cool. So you fail. Effects causing time to be charmed or shrouded. Okay, cool. So you cast Calm Emotions, and Arcane as the magic kind of takes hold of you. You feel this uncontrollable laughter of just kind of be buried down behind this magical influence of constraint.
I can breathe.
You just really mellow out to the point where it's like, that's pretty funny. That's cool.
Okay, so super. Gotta get in the right mindset here. That was some quick thinking on your part. That's fantastic.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Where? Oh yes, that's where we are. That whole thing. You know, this would probably be useful on Laura as well. Maybe get rid of some, deep set trauma for a while.
Technically, it is a 20-foot cone, so or not cone. What the hell did I say cone?
It's
The 20-foot
20
radius.
foot radius.
yeah, it's a 40-foot sphere total.
Yeah, so really,
Yeah, so
Laura and Embry could be in the radius.
yeah, so if you would like to, you can cast this on all of you. And at that point,
Yeah.
I would
You
kind
know
of have
what?
to ask,
You know what? Why not?
would you all wish to fail this saving throw, or would any of you like to try to fight this calm emotions off?
What emotion is there to be calm? Sure, I'll feel.
Oh, fail too. It's all good.
Alright, cool.
People normally feel. This is kind of a buzzkill, if I'm being honest.
It's not that you can't feel, it's you have calmer emotions, okay?
It's still something of a buzzkill. Can't exactly say I'm a fan. There's not a lot of inspiration in this. So are we setting up camp because the sun is gone and I cannot see?
Yeah.
Camp sounds like fun, yes. Where are the tents? I have mine. Let's see.
Calm emotions only last for 1 minute, by the way, just so everyone is fully aware.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the wear off to hit.
Guess we're setting up camp.
Didn't you say this happened a mile into or 6 miles to the mountain though?
You are a mile, from what you can tell, you are roughly a mile away from the hills that are off in the distance. They're about a mile away from you.
Sick.
I mean,
Yeah,
shouldn't we
shut
try
up.
to make it there first? Go ahead, Judo.
No, no.
I finished my sentence. I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, no, please finish your sentence.
I did though!
No, I cut you off, so that's special fantastic. Look, my question is not relevant.
Question
If
is
your
relevant.
question goes through.
Sentence.
Question is
My
relevant.
question
Both
is
of
not
your
relevant if your question goes through. So,
both of your questions are relevant.
no, no, mine is literally not relevant anymore. So please,
Lord.
please just answer.
Oh my god.
I need a cattle prod and a cake pan.
I need combinations. A stick of butter. And a Joe Dirt DVD.
Okay, so I guess we're ignoring Phelan. And we're sending up camp. That's what I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
yeah, we're ignoring her question. Yeah.
Okay, well. Then I do ask my question.
Cool. Awesome. Both of you get
Certainly.
that. Awesome. Both of you
Is there a good tree around, Shepard?
Perception check. Also, please answer Phelan's question.
Theoretically, if we're on the edge of the spell work on this hill, and we go deeper in, we run the risk of it being more devastating if we're not prepared for it.
I do have counter spells.
Looking just looks at Regina. Is this going to be forever?
What? No, it does not last long.
Oh, thank goodness. I feel like I'm on the verge of falling asleep.
Like the longest minute of my life.
It's like the longest minute of your life and the shortest high you've ever had.
If I had a watch, I would be staring at my wrist very condescendingly right now.
Alright, so Lara, you begin to look for a best tree. You don't find a best tree. There was only one best tree, and it's far behind you. You find an okay tree. It's like, you know, it's a little, it's all right. It's not the worst. It's not the best though, but it's, you know, it's okay. It's like a little. It's kind of scrawny. It's got some dead leaves. It's got a big hole in it.
Is it horseable?
Yeah, it's probably horseable.
I will horse it.
Okay, you horse it. Tie the horses to the tree. They look a little sad that it's not the best tree, but you know, they'll make do.
It's unfortunate.
My shape changed back to normal size.
You all set up camp, make up the tents. Emery, are you making the dome or?
Yeah, yes.
Cool. You make the dome, making it so that the horses are just on the outside. The inside is now nice and cozy. With the tents made.
After the minute, Alkane's gonna just like shake it off and just Brr! I hated that with a passion.
I should ask, did you make camp immediately where you were, or did you go in any deeper, or did you leave
We'd probably
like any
look
further
for,
out, or?
I would assume we looked for a place that's kind of like defensible or like well hidden, essentially. Because we know there's a dragon somewhere up there. And dragons eat horses.
Well, Jeddo did find an okayish tree, so that's probably where y'all kind of set up at. Most of it is about the same. Most of the landscape is about the same. It's all kind of like this forested area that leads up into this. There's a set of large hills that are also kind of covered in trees and woodlands. But for the majority of it, it's all kind of like the same thing. There's no like super defensible spots where there's like a stronghold anywhere that you could hide, or like no stone cliff sides or anything like that.
More so, just would have looked for like a place with just like kind of overhanging cover to block sight lines from the sky.
Yeah. I would say a good majority of the areas are like that because of the forest overhang. So finding a spot that's kind of covered up by the tree line isn't too difficult. Um, so you managed to do that. You make a camp. Some of the dome, which also kind of helps to obscure you as well. Doesn't really obscure the horses, but you know it obscures you. Um,
Sick.
unless for some reason Fairland decides to make the dome, I don't know, sparkle pink. In which case,
Yeah, yeah.
probably not.
You gotta blend into our surroundings, and I'm gonna look like a giant flower.
It's gonna make a giant lollipop, just boom, lollipop dome.
No. We'll make it to one of the dragon heads. We'll blend in that way.
Genius.
Wow. You're so smart.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
After we set up camp, Alkane's gonna approach Laura. Laura,
Oh, no.
can I speak with you for a moment?
Go ahead.
I'm aware that you don't like me and that the answer you give me is probably going to be vague, but I feel that it needs to be asked to begin with.
Look,
Why exactly do you think this must end in bloodshed?
look. It's first. It's not I don't like you. I don't like anyone. All right. Let's get that straight. And second of all, we're going to a fucking dragon, aren't we? That's gonna try and kill us. So we're gonna try and kill the dragon, right? That's how it goes.
May or may not, there's a lot of dependencies.
I don't know. A big lizard trying to breathe fire on you. I
That's,
don't know how many dependencies you want, alright?
that's mildly racist. A lot of the metallic individuals tend to be more of the good-natured sort.
How is it racist? It's a big lizard. There's
Well,
nothing to
yours-
do with race.
You're assuming all dragons are, fire-breathing monstrosities. That would be like saying that Regina over there is, just a giant lizard, or Emery over there is just a half-goat.
She's a half goat.
Yes, but that doesn't affect her personality,
She
does
is a
it?
lizard. No?
Is she
But
violent?
like walking and talking and like being on 2 feet, right? Dragons kind of just, eat, breathe fire, hoard. It's
Dragon-
kind of like I do.
Dragons also talk. I know Draconic. Do you want to hear some of it?
No.
Well, the simple fact is just because you don't speak that language doesn't mean they don't talk.
Look, all I'm gonna say is it's probably gonna try and kill you anyway. And if it does, I'll try and kill it because you know what? It sounds like a dragon's hat or a dragon's tooth or anything like that. Sounds like a bit of gold.
Well,
Quite a bit actually.
I suppose if it tries to kill me, that could be one option, but at the same time, there's also the possibility that it doesn't try to kill me.
Why would it not try and kill you? You're invading his home, aren't you?
Yes, we are
Mhm.
coming in unannounced. However,
Yeah. And you
want to
try and get an egg, right?
Well, have you ever heard of the term tit for tat?
No.
It's a bit of a general expression that if you want something, you end up having to give something in return.
Okay, so you're saying what?
I'm saying that perhaps Regina or I have something that may be of interest to said dragon.
You wanna play? Is what you're saying. Look, I'll take that deal.
Listen,
But we
I'm
might as well just kill it, alright? Gotta get the egg, get out. That's the issue.
you know what? If we're going to have a heart to heart, give me a moment. And Alkane's going to shape change into their natural form.
Alright, look. Just talking from the heart here, right? In the same way that you seem to be inspired by death, I'm inspired by life. Okay?
You know, I have no idea what the fuck you mean by that, but whatever you do, yeah.
Well, if it comes down to it, hopefully I won't be the one doing me. Oh, that sounded better in my head.
Just raised eyebrows.
I have a certain fascination with, well, performing certain talents, as it were.
Look, I don't know what you're getting at, and I don't think I care enough.
And this particular version will hold up one hand in an O and the other hand with just the index finger.
Need I go on?
I prefer you don't.
That's what
Still
most
don't
people
know
say,
what
yes.
you get. 10, right. That's a lot of things right now.
But let's just say that if my particular plan goes to fruition, that the dragon may be a bit too busy to really deal with you guys. Okay? And then-
Sure.
And then you just do your little tippy tap thing in and get the egg and leave.
Sure.
No bloodshed needed.
Sure.
I feel like you're not buying this very well.
I'm not.
Have faith in anything?
Mm-hmm.
Anything that isn't the dagger in your hand?
Looks at the dagger in the other hand.
Anything that doesn't involve violence, death, dismemberment, obliteration, etc., etc.?
You know, I feel like that list could be longer.
Hence the
Well,
etc.,
probably
etc.
not.
You
Probably
need
not.
a priest of some description.
I found God.
I mean, which one?
You know, I'm not sure what his name is. But something about luck, I think.
I feel that if you're a patron of luck, that you should have a bit more faith in things going the right way.
It's all a gamble anyways. At the end of the day. If he could change his mind.
I mean, you're not exactly wrong, per se,
Exactly. That's what I thought.
but there are alternatives to just, doing the shanky shank thing.
Look. All I'm gonna say is that if you do the shanky shank thing, there's only one outcome, and it usually, guarantees something, right?
I guess that depends on who you ask. Some of the people I've met before refer to different things as the shanky shank.
Right, I just know how it goes for me, and it usually goes my way, alright? That's all I'm gonna say.
You're just really not gonna back down from this, are you?
No,
Is there a particular reason why?
no.
You just want to kill things for the sake of killing them?
Not necessarily for the sake of killing them. Just for my sake, right?
But does your sake always have to be killing something?
Look, I just think I could gain a lot from killing that thing.
How so?
But people tend to, offer quite some money for dragon parts. No?
Money. It's always about money, isn't it?
Yeah?
You know there are things more important than money in life, right?
No. No. I don't think there is.
That's a sad, shallow way to look at things.
I mean, if you want to be poor, for always, then sure. All I think is that you survive on money, right?
What does money
Money
buy
buys
you?
you food. Money buys you drinks. Money buys you a house. Money buys you happiness in that case, right?
You know, considering the certain talents you've demonstrated thus far, it's amazing to me that you would feel that you need money at all when you could just, take them.
Well, I do.
Well, if you just take them, what do you need money for?
It makes things easier.
Okay, so here's my question to you. While you two aren't exactly a thing, you do seem to have a certain fondness for Emery.
She's alright.
Are you going to kill her if someone offers you
No.
gold to kill her?
No, why would I?
So
I
then
gain
are
more from
things
keeping her alive.
Such as?
In our home.
And yet, with gold, you could just buy yourself a home. Then it wouldn't be so much of an
No,
issue.
but then I
would it?
would spend gold for no reason.
So, you're just collecting gold to collect gold, is it?
No, just in case.
How very draconic of you.
What?
That's very much what a dragon does.
Okay. Dragons are smart, yeah.
So you're basically attempting to kill yourself at this point.
Oh no, that makes no sense. That makes literally no sense.
Except they're doing the same thing. According to you, they're vicious monsters that want to burn, destroy, and eat everything.
Yeah.
And they collect gold.
Okay, so me killing another thing that's like me is not killing myself, that's killing another thing that's like me.
What a metaphor is.
Like, I'm still not quite sure what you're getting at, but honestly, at this point, I just want to go to bed, alright? Cool.
Just think about what I've said. It doesn't have to be death and blood and savagery all the time, okay?
Yay. Walks around. Or turns around. Walks away.
Sleep
Goes to
well
bed.
then.
I have our tent set up.
What's up?
I said I have our tent set up.
I'll keep my
What?
crawl into it. The tents are set up.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
I cannot account for what Emily has heard.
That's a concerning statement.
Fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Alkimo will crawl into the tent with a huff and just kind of look at Regina and just not even really registering whether Regina's asleep or awake. He's just kind of like gonna start yammering at the air, just like,
How do people like that even just get by in the world? I mean, really, money and death for the sake of money and death? At least there are some things worth living for.
Now Kima's gonna lay down and cuddle up as close to Regina as she can.
Oh, she doesn't mind the nudies. Okay.
You're just gonna fall asleep, not even thinking about watches right now, just thoroughly irritated.
Alright.
Alright. Sleep.
You sleep.
Alright. Everyone lays down for the night and falls asleep. You don't make watches. Frustration kind of taking hold, preventing you from doing so.
I mean, Emery would probably stay up for the first watch. The only problem is that she wouldn't know who to wake up for the second watch because she wouldn't want to like force anyone awake.
In that case, you take the first watch. And as you all kind of go to sleep, you just can't help but find that entire conversation that you all, well, that two of you just had, slightly hilarious. So go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch, Emery, since you're staying up. Solid.
Yeah.
All right. You stay up. And you begin having your watch. While everyone else kind of goes to sleep in a little bit of a huff. I'm glad someone gets it.
Oh no, I got it immediately. I just didn't say anything.
I'm glad someone gets it. And as you kind of watch and listen, God, I always the dome cancels out sound, right? So you actually can't really like listen for anything, can you?
It doesn't cancel out noise. It just makes it so magical effects can't come through, and
Oh,
then
it's-
anyone that wasn't in there when it was cast can't come in.
Right here. I could have read it and I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So you can like things can hear you and you can hear things. Okay. All right. With a 10, as you watch and listen, you hear the faint giggling and laughing on the wind surrounding these hills. And you swear you hear someone talking off in the distance. And a strange dialect that I don't think you speak. What languages do you speak?
Not a whole lot, so probably not.
Running by me, maybe.
Um, sorry, make a joke. I'm really bad with names. Hold on. But what is what satyrs can speak again? Because like I'm really bad with names, and
I
was
believe as a
fucking blanking.
satyr, you
I-
can speak Common and Sylvan.
That's what I can speak. I was fucking blanking on the word, and
Oh, just those two. Okay, cool.
yeah, that's all she can speak.
You don't get anything from
No,
your background, or your cleric, or anything?
no, no.
Cool. Common and Sylvan. Awesome. Easy
That's all I
peasy.
can speak.
In that case, yeah, it's a dialect that you don't fully recognize. Um, make an insight check, I suppose. Yeah, make an insight check. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I'm doubling down. You okay? So it's a voice that you've never heard before in a dialect that you're not fully familiar with. But as you kind of hear it and listen to it, you feel like you've heard a similar kind of dialect before. And you vaguely remember hearing, I believe a gentleman spoke it, but you definitely kind of vaguely remember Alkane occasionally speaking in this dialect.
How far away does this person seem?
You kind of look out, you don't see anyone, you just hear this almost like disembodied voice, and it's very quiet. And it's hard to gauge how far away it is or where they are. It does seem to be coming from the direction the horses are.
I mean, this isn't the first time she heard voices in her head, so I mean, like, same old, same old.
Yeah, it's just another Tuesday.
She didn't say anything last time. Why should she say anything this time?
Hello, Famio Crow. Hello, welcome.
Just she'll go over by the horses, and like sit inside the dome from like right next to them.
Alright, so you make your way over to the horses. As you move closer to where they are kind of tied up, you notice that the speaking stops momentarily, and then as you kind of get settled, after about a few minutes or so, the talking kind of comes back, but it's a little bit more quiet, and then you kind of feel like you hear two voices, and then three,
Dang, the horses are talking.
and then
Oh,
four.
never mind.
And you kind of look over. It's not the horses. The horses don't seem to be talking. They're just kind of resting, sleeping.
And like, does this like, are they like the voices? Like you said, it's coming from the direction of the horses, but is it like where the horses are or further away?
Make another perception check. See if you can pinpoint it down. 19. Okay. Better than a 10. As you hear these voices kind of talking amongst themselves, it seems like, you notice that it's not coming from the horses, and it's not coming from a very far away. It's coming from the tree. From the hole in the tree. You can hear the voices echoing out through this opening in the tree. There's like a hollowed out bit of the trunk, and you hear the voices coming out from it. And it's about 10 feet up, just above a limb.
What is their tone of voice?
Just make an insight check. It's a language you don't know, so sometimes it kind of gets a little tricky, or not. With a 27, okay, cool. You listen into this conversation, and it seems, uh, from what you can tell, it seems kind of ordinary, like an ordinary conversation that people would be having with each other. Um, it doesn't sound aggressive. It doesn't sound uh, stressed or anything like that. It's like a nonchalant conversation that you can just hear kind of echoing out from inside of this this hollowed out bit of the tree.
Should keep an eye on the hole then, but she won't say anything, not to disturb them.
She's so polite.
It's nighttime, you know. They gotta sleep eventually, right?
True. Uh, all right. So you kind of just ignore it for now. Uh, You keep an eye on it, I would assume, but you don't kind of poke or prod the situation any further. Um, and as you kind of finish up the rest of your watch, uh, every so often the the talking kind of ends, and then something else is said, and then it kind of just stops again, and then a little bit later it kind of pipes back up, and you hear like another conversation happening.
Sounds like an awkward conversation.
Um, but it's pretty consistent throughout your watch. Um, and as it kind of gets to the end of your watch, you kind of look back up one last time, and you notice two two large eyes peering back at you. Two large yellow eyes kind of peering out at you.
Just like give like a small smile and a wave, like hi.
Uh, you smile and wave, uh, and then you see an owl fly out of this hole in the tree. Woohoo!
She'll do a little bow and say good night, Mr. Owl, and then she'll probably wake up Samuel because she can bribe Samuel very easily.
You go back in the tent. You find Samuel kind of curled up, asleep.
She'll give him Samuel.
He moves a little bit.
She'll pull a ration out of her pockets.
You see his ears kind of perk up and his nose wiggle.
Samuel, would you mind watching over us now?
It depends. What offering have you brought me tonight?
Another ration.
Is it salty?
It can be if you want it to be.
Yes.
Here you are.
Is it
Your hand on the
salty
ration?
like me?
You give him the ration, and he wolfs it down. Or in this case, foxes it down. Delicious. And he trots outside.
Just so you know, Samuel, I think that their guests already left for the night, but there was talking in the tree.
Was it loud talking?
Not particularly.
I'll make sure to snip. I love gossip.
All right. Thank you, Samuel. I'm gonna head off to bed now.
Nighty night, food lady.
Good night.
And Samuel makes his way out of the tent, prancing out. Kind of sits up on a nearby log. And the night continues on as you all sleep. And then morning comes. You hear the sounds of the jib jib birds singing on the wind. Waking you all up from your slumber.
Long rest, good go.
Yes. Yes.
Good morning. Okay. Oh.
This
Apparently
particular
good morning
version,
indeed.
this particular version is still very much asleep, just with her face buried in the crook of Regina's shoulder.
A good morning indeed. Long rest, long rest. Haha. Okay, sweetie, wake up.
Oh gods.
Oh shit! And she just jumps back across the tent, nearly falling out the back end in the process.
Charisma saving throw. Both of you.
Fuck. I keep doing this to myself.
Laura, you go out to feed the horses. As you exit, you see that Sparklebutt has a couch set out for you.
Alright.
All right.
27.
Alkane falls down. And you both just have a mini giggle fit over the happenings.
Are you okay, love?
Particular version is like grabbing every piece of clothing that she can and just throwing it over herself like she's mortified.
Yes, she's throwing every piece of clothing in front of the woman whose pretty much bosom is now exposed.
Is just gonna quickly shape change back into Alkane. Everything's fine. Everything's wonderful. Very good morning. Got going outside now. Goodbye.
Emery, you feed Samuel a ration. As you walk out, you see that he is lying up under the tree with a rat in his, like the remnants of a rat next to him, and he's belly up, sleeping, and he's up under the horses.
Okay, never mind. Maybe I'll take back that ration.
As you go to put back the ration, you see his heel twitches like, you better not do that. He puts out his paw and
Yes,
kind of motions it to him.
I will give you another one later, but your stomach is gonna hurt if I give you one right now.
It's just a little rat, don't worry about it. I had lovely relations with the natives.
I will give you one at lunchtime, but you cannot have one right now.
fine. I can't even gain weight. I'm ethereal. Look at me.
It doesn't matter. Your stomach's gonna get it's gonna ache.
Make him feel it, dude.
No.
Prestidigitation.
You know, he's gonna get a stomach ache, and then he's gonna expect one of us to rub his belly.
Yes, rub my belly. That sounds like a fabulous idea. He presents his belly.
Virginia gets up, all completely dressed and all nicely clean. Does she hear this or about to rub the belly? Or how loud are they talking?
I mean, just assume like normal volume.
Samuel's never
You
quiet.
know what? She is going to use her mage hand to go over and peck the Samuel's belly.
Oh, yes, very good. Oh, by the way, I heard some blasting in the middle of the night. I'm sure it's nothing.
Oh. You say so.
Has Elkane exited the tent yet?
Like he was out before Regina came out, but basically just hopping out the tent like on
Okay.
1 foot, trying to get his pants on.
Emery's gonna go up to Elkane. She's like, have you ever been able to speak to an owl before?
I'm sorry.
Well, like,
Still no
Last
shirt,
night-
by the way. Just
I mean, it's fine.
It's fine. Male presenting nipples are okay.
Yeah,
Unless you're
yeah,
on Twitch,
you
in which
know?
case male presenting nipples are not okay. No nipples are
Well, like,
okay.
Last night, I heard voices from the tree, and it kind of sounded like something you would speak. And then I saw an owl come out of it.
well, what do you mean by something I would speak?
It sounded like, like your language.
Hello, Ender Lord.
Which
Hello,
one? I
welcome.
have several. Like there's, and I'll swap to Sylvan first.
No, I can speak that one.
Oh, well then maybe, and I swap to Dwarvish.
No, not the. Wait, which one was it? I'm assuming.
Dwarvish.
Okay. Yes, this was that one.
No.
Was it
Oh, you were
Dwarvish?
asking me? No.
Yeah.
I thought you meant what language was he speaking right now. Like, no, it was not
No.
Dwarvish.
Okay, that's what I thought. No, not that one.
Well, how about this one? And I swap to Scalic.
Not even close.
No, it's a bit different than that.
Well, maybe it's the other section, and I'll swap to Draconic.
Sounds very similar to Draconic.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I was. Yes, yes. It was that one.
You heard Draconic coming from an owl.
Oh no, I heard it coming from a tree, but an owl came out of the tree.
Hello, D&D. I love when this shit kind of conversations happen. Like, you heard an owl. No, not the owl. I heard it from the tree, but the owl came out the tree. I love it. I love this. This is the conversations I live for.
Which tree are we talking about?
Oh, the one that the horses are on.
The okay tree.
The meh tree.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to have a look. Where exactly did the owl come out from?
And she'll point up to the. Oh, right there.
Alright, up we go! I'm gonna climb up to the hole.
You begin climbing up the tree. It's not a very high climb. It's only about 10 feet up. But you make it up to this one branch that has this hollowed out section to it, just above it. You look inside. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Okay. You look inside, and the hole goes in and it kind of drops down, and also goes up. So you're looking inside the tree now, and you notice that the tree is mostly hollow. And up you see kind of like like a hollowed out shelf in the tree. You see what looks like a nest on the inside.
I'll swapping to Draconic. I'll just kind of call into the tree. Hello, does anyone understand this language in here?
Call out in Draconic. In several seconds later, you hear the chirping of several chicks and the exasperated sigh of someone else inside of the tree.
I'm starting to think that I should stop talking to people.
You know, if it's an owl, they're kind of nocturnal.
I don't think I've ever heard an owl sigh before.
And coming from inside, you hear in Draconic, settle down, chickens, settle. It's nighttime, go back to bed, night. I know some little douchebag is down there and he's yelling in the tree. It's okay, it's fine, just settle down and go back to sleep.
But it's morning. just quietly to myself, but it's morning. Oh, something could speak Draconic in there. It's very unhappy now.
Well, you probably woke it up if it's an owl.
Well, it was just telling its chicks to settle down because it was nighttime.
No, that's probably the nocturnal.
That doesn't stop it from being day.
Well, like, if you slept during the day, wouldn't you consider that nighttime?
Well, I'm going to assume it's not a dragon, so... Why does an owl speak Draconic?
And after as this conversation continues, you can hear what sounds like scratching against wood, and you kind of look back and you see what looks like this large owl with gray feathers around its beak and along the edge of its eyes, clawing its way down towards you, and it gets an inch away from your face and shoves its long neck out. What? Who are you?
My deepest apologies for the intrusion. We weren't exactly aware of who was in here. We just had heard that apparently there was a conversation going on in Draconic up here. And given the nature of why we're here, we needed to investigate all possibilities.
Well, now you know.
I do. I'm also vaguely curious. How does an owl like yourself know Draconic?
I don't know. Just happened one day.
Well, that gives
How
me a
do you
vague-
know Draconic?
Well, technically I was taught it by my father before he disappeared into the wild ether because Wanderlust got a hold of him. And now I'm out here doing the same thing. Oh, my mother would be so disappointed in me. She was always concerned about me, making sure that I knew that Wanderlust was a bad thing.
And she's right. Wanderlust is terrible. You should go call her.
Afraid I don't have a spell like that. I
Well,
could probably
walk.
send a letter, though.
You got fit, don't you? When I was young, and in my heyday, I had to fly 100 miles.
Regina could send a message.
I don't think you're familiar with Alkane's mother, though.
No, but
It's like, just like quietly, how the hell?
I forget the specifics. I don't remember the specifics. I think it's anyone that you're familiar with or that you have been told about or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Let me read the exact wording real quick.
you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar.
Okay, transform to the mother and act like her, and then he'll get familiarized.
Kind of goes into the whole pedantics of what qualifies as familiar.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to know them as a person, or do you just have to know their name and have a vague understanding of who they are?
Usually, I would assume you have had to have met them to some degree.
I would be lenient with it, depending like, on the situation. It's kind of like saying, "Oh, I'm familiar with Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I've never met Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but I've seen him and I know what he looks like and I know his name."
Fair.
Oh, the amount of messages he would get from that. Oh wait, that's pretty much Twitter.
You're not
Congratulations.
wrong.
You invented Twitter.
Nope,
You
I'm
invented
not. I know I'm not. I know
you
I'm not
invented
wrong.
Arcane Twitter.
Anyway,
But that's curious. You say it just sort of happened one day that you just spontaneously knew Draconic. Do you have any indication of how long ago that was?
son, I am now. I do not have concept of time or years.
You are incredibly verbose.
I don't know what that word means. I don't have a dictionary.
Wait, you know what a book is?
What's a book?
Well, it's what a dictionary is technically. It's technically a book. It's a very long and boring book that requires many, many hours of careful study to know exactly what word you're using in any other situation.
Strange. Why are you yelling at my tree?
Because I was wondering if there was a dragon hiding in the tree, because you see, we're looking
No,
for
it's
a
much too
dragon.
small for a dragon.
That's what I thought, but,
But
you
then
never
again,
know.
there is one sticking its head into my tree.
Oh, I'm not technically a dragon. I'm technically half dragonborn, but that's not technically a dragon. By sharpest technicality.
Does it look like a dragon? Does it talk like a dragon?
I
Must
listen.
be
If
a
we're getting into semantics, don't most birds look very similar?
No, I have feathers.
Yes, and so do most birds that I know of.
Yeah.
Does that?
Well,
make
you're not a bird,
you
so you must be a dragon.
Well, does that make you a chicken?
No, I'm not. Who? See? Who? See?
Yes, and I'm not a dragon. I'm a dragon-born hybrid.
Pedantics.
Semantics, I think, is the word you're looking for.
I'm an owl. Don't judge my speak. It's a miracle. I can speak at
Anyway.
all.
Anyways, I think my friends are starting to think that I'm going insane. I should probably get out of your tree now.
Would you stop talking to the bird and let the bird go back to sleep?
It's okay. I don't normally go to sleep until 2 a.m. anyway.
It's...
Because I'm old.
But it's... it's like 7.
Again, I don't have a concept of time, and I'm an owl.
Oh, maybe he sleeps like 2 until 6. You don't know.
They go to sleep at 2 a.m.
How
They
do you
wake
know
up at
that's
4
what he's
a.m.
saying?
They yell at their grandkids to wake up at 8 a.m. And then when they don't, they get angry that they didn't wake up at 4 a.m. like they do.
So what you're saying is Owl has insomnia.
So you to
For
judge.
just pennies a day, you too can help owls with insomnia.
Oh yes, this owl definitely does watch infomercials, don't they not? You notice a very like bad like fake pearl necklace around it that still has a little sticker on it that says infomercial.
Holy pearls. Anyways, I should probably be going and letting you get on with your day. Night. Something.
Yes.
Good day.
Good night.
I'll crawl down from the tree. Well, that was strangely enlightening.
the owl goes back in the tree, Emery put her hands up and like kind of bow like sorry.
So, he just kind of gestures up and down at the tree. That's not normal.
Obviously.
According to our fine feathered friend up there, they just spontaneously learned how to speak Draconic one day. I'm going to further emphasize my point that our dragon in question may or may not be very, very lonely.
Check the bosom.
Oh, right, my shirt. Just runs over and get his shirt. Just...
You say something, fella?
No, you're good. I didn't say anything.
Don't lie to me, I heard you say something.
No, I honestly forgot what I was gonna say anyway.
No!
So... Wasn't important.
It was important to us.
No.
That wasn't.
But, okay, we'll go finish getting dressed.
Jodo, you're also muted if you don't know.
I'm aware.
Okay, I'm so paranoid now. Ever since that one game.
No, on game.
So, further into the hills of the Giggle Fits, shall we?
Yep.
Alright. So, does anyone else have anything they want to do here before you finish packing up camp?
No.
No, she's gonna gather her stuff and she's gonna be hopping on that horse and eating her ration.
Alright.
Actually, no, not the ration. She's going to turn to Lana and Emery and be like, "You want some of this fruit that we found yesterday?"
No thanks.
You said it's safe to eat.
I should save it or I shouldn't save it.
If it's safe
Are-
to eat.
Well, apparently, it is safe to eat. It's just, according to, I look over at Alkane and say, Alkane took a bite of it, I believe.
I'm over getting everything finished. Just, just blissfully
Okay.
staring off. Huh?
Didn't you eat one of these fruits that we found?
Oh yes, it sure was a blast to the old jowls.
Charisma saving throw from everybody! I was waiting for it.
Oh, damn it.
My save throws are being kind of low today.
I like how you said that and yet you still got a 16.
Oh no, Regina.
My turn! Well, I had two nat 20s, so it was bound to happen.
Is this a magical effect, sir?
Yes it is.
Okay, I get advantage on this. Hold on. Okay, that's better.
Alright, so, everyone except for Regina kind of, you give a slight giggle to this joke, even if you, in reality, even normally you would not have ever have giggled at one of our King's jokes, but you feel compelled to give out a slight giggle. Regina, you fall flat on your butt laughing. It is the most hilarious thing you've ever heard before in your life.
Help! Help!
Oh dear.
You turn the ball's wit against them.
This is the worst and best thing
They
ever.
cannot help themselves. They must tell the joke.
Emery, this is sort of your area of expertise. I don't have anything for this.
Yeah, hold on.
It'd be really bad as if I made the laughing contagious, and every time someone failed, I made you all make the save again. You cast Lesser Restoration, and Regina, the fits of giggling slowly cease.
Okay, yeah. You gotta have to be careful with the jokes.
Sorry, sometimes they just kind of slip out.
Do I dare?
No.
Wasn't a joke about a banana, so I think you're good.
It wasn't a sex joke, and it wasn't a joke about banana, which also
It
could be
was-
construed as a sex joke. So no.
Listen, I was half tempted to turn it into one, but I stopped myself.
So you said it was. So was it So was it good or not?
He's fighting it. He's absolutely fighting the urge.
I hate this because I have to actually think about how to phrase this. It was good, but it has a bit of an aftertaste.
Like
What?
a good aftertaste or a bad aftertaste?
Do you know the pain that you get when, like, you eat something sweet and it just causes your tooth to just feel like it's falling apart and burning your mouth at the same time?
I mean, I felt the first part of that, but not the second part.
Have you ever been punched in the face?
No.
Then don't try it.
So I'm guessing she sent it to Anna with camera and said, okay, apparently it's really good, but apparently it's a literal fruit punch. Like you eat it, it's very delicious, but then you have a feeling of your face being punched.
It is definitely a thing that puts the pun in punch.
That one was bad
I
even for
see.
me. You all let out a small giggle.
Okay, I think we need to go. She's just gonna eat her ration, and she's gonna hop on the horse.
You all pack up everything. Get back on Sparklebutt and old Betsy. And make your way.
Let's go, Sparkle.
Charisma saving throw! No. I've turned Sparklebutt's name against you.
Come on, Sparklebutt. Let's go.
Joke's on you, I already laugh at that every time it's said.
Ah, yes, but all you pro because of it. And you head out, making your way, closing in the distance to this group of hills that is still about roughly a mile away. As you continue on, you still see these stone carvings of dragon heads. The laughing gets more progressive as you continue, until the point where it feels like every breeze carries a laugh or a giggle. as you continue, you see various small animals. The jub birds you see, but they're not making the typical whoop, 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 whoop sound. Instead, it's almost more gravelly and almost in an ancient tongue. Uh, Doge, Shay, Regina, and
Yeah.
Alkane, you both understand what the Jubjubos are saying, and they're saying, "Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!"
Oh
in
goodness.
Draconic. So now you are accosted
Um,
by the sounds of Jub birds yelling at you to wake up.
um,
Oh, so that's what they're saying every morning.
yeah, she's gonna turn to Laura, and Emily's like, "Okay, you guys aren't gonna understand this. Um, yeah, the birds up there are actually speaking in Draconic.
Are they saying anything good or
No,
what?
they're just saying, wake up, wake up, wake up."
Are they telling us to wake up or someone else to wake up?
Are they telling us? Are they actually looking at us, or is this just?
As you kind of look around and see who the birds are talking to, some of them are looking at you, some of them are looking around at each other, some of them are looking in different holes. And as you kind of watch them and observe their actions, you notice that each one seems to be stationed at either a different burrow or a different hole, or some of them are just staring at random trees. And occasionally, a random tree will like smack one, and the Jubjub bird will fly off and then go to a different burrow and begin doing the same thing over again. Or a random squirrel will walk out of its nest and chew away the Jubjub bird. Um, and not and a few unniceties were said by many of the squirrels um, to these Jubjub birds.
All speaking in Draconic?
Yes.
Her eyes just like went wide. It's like, some are talking to us, some are talking to the rest of the creatures that are around, and the squirrels aren't saying very nice things to the Jub birds, who are also speaking in Draconic.
As you say this and you watch the squirrels, you notice that some of them have a keen attention drawn to you. And you notice some of them kind of whispering to each other. And then making hand motions, and two of them kind of just scurry off.
You know, once is strange, twice is coincidence, but 3 times is definitely a pattern.
Yeah. How much you want to bet they're going to get somebody?
Or they're
Uh,
going to warn somebody that we're coming.
you
Yeah.
you kind of turn around and you notice another squirrel is kind of like scurrying around the net. It kind of looks up at you, and you hear it say, "Hi, you understand me? You understand me? Hey, what's going on? Hey, you understand me? You listening? Hmm? Hmm?"
Yes.
Hail, little friend. Good morning.
You see it as you speak to it. You see it kind of turn around, run up a tree, and you see it like talking to an go. Make me perception checks.
Perception checks. Here we go.
Perception. Fuck all.
Aha.
All right. So you do notice it seems to be talking to a different squirrel. Um, you're not really able to pick up what it's saying.
No.
Uh, the vague You're not really able to pick up what it's saying. It seems to be whispering to a different squirrel. And occasionally they kind of both look back to you, and then they look to each other. And then they both kind of run off to different bits of the forest, going into different like holes in trees.
The distinct impression that loneliness is at maximum at this point.
Probably. She is going to turn. She is going to turn and look at the at Alkane, and she's like, Just which one of us is going to seduce the dragon?
I mean, we could try it together.
Because for some reason, I think that's not actually may not be such a bad route.
Well, you never
Besides, if
know.
that dragon is as besides, if that dragon is just like those carvings, I mean, he was cute.
Absolutely rugged, handsome, and who knows? They may be like me, which would be an even more interesting thing to see.
You know that dragons more than likely female, right? That they have eggs.
Or maybe
Are you
the
judging?
No, I'm just saying that they wouldn't look like the
Are
faces.
you assuming the dragon's gender?
I mean, you said the faces looked like male, and if they're like
mean, we
eggs,
kinda
they're
just
more
did
likely
too.
female.
But
I'm
no,
just
it
saying
might
that
have-
they probably don't look like those faces.
It might have adopted, an abandoned egg, and
And then that egg is laying eggs. I'm sure it has more than one
or
egg.
maybe or maybe its mate passed away during childbirth or egg
Not
laying.
for the lonely. Then like
Yeah.
okay, but like if they say that the wife like did die, why would they make like faces of themselves and not the wife?
I don't know, madness
I
taking
don't
over.
know. It's a possibility. I mean, we don't know for sure.
There's a lot of variables that could happen.
I just feel like it's more likely to be female.
I don't see the problem with this.
No, I'm not saying that there is a problem. I was just pointing out that it probably didn't look like face.
In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't use the version I based off of that sculpture. It might not end well.
Yeah, probably not.
Might be a
Anyways, we proceed forward.
I think that was a question.
No, it said we proceed forward.
Ah, okay, it was not a question.
No.
You proceed forward, all of you. This is not a democracy.
Not a democracy. We are going forward. Even if we have to drag Laura. Even if we have to drag Laura. Damn, I didn't get her response.
I feel like Laura would not hesitate to kill you in a heartbeat.
I feel like we're losing Jetto though.
Are we, Joe? Are we losing you?
It's like 126
Yeah.
in Europe right now. So
It's 227.
oh yeah, right, 220.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
All right. Well, we will come to a close pretty soon here. So you continue on, amidst the conversations of random wildlife, the giggling winds, and surrounded by the visages of dragons. until you come to a series of hills deep within the forest. And from it seems like almost within the hills, you hear a faint blasting sound echoing. You hear
Oh
a faint,
goodness.
thunderous sound coming from what sounds like almost deep inside of the hills itself. And that is where we will end it tonight, because it is late. And we actually did go over, mostly to make up for time that was lost, but yeah. So that was English. I speak it. That was where we ended off tonight. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for playing. I'll see you all next week.
Oh,
Thanks for DMing.
In
thank
time.
you.
Thank you for putting up with the various shenanigans that I am.
It's fine. They're at your detriment now, so it's cool.
Yeah, now I can use your judgments against you. Wahaha. Wahaha.
The worst part is anytime I play a charisma-based character, I feel the need to make quips like that. This is the ultimate punish.
Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week. Thanks for playing.
No problem. Anything special from the ending of this one?
You played the game. Congratulations.
Okay. Just double checking, because sometimes we do double up on the things.
Yeah. Not this time.
Fair enough. Alright. I will see you Wednesday, Shep.
See you Wednesday.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. And I hope you all enjoyed. Everyone in chat. Everyone who may be watching the YouTubes. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. And hit that bell so you'll be notified when I post again. And I'll see you all next time.